It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Houston Texans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Ready, set, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go. Hawk 7, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Felton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10.
Ready! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready!
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
What's that? 18. What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Underwood. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Stroud to throw it. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Texans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
18. What's that? Good.
Now a handoff up the middle. Underwood. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. You talk about this Rams defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only Week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready, move it, 19. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles. Ready,
Back to throw. Felton. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wagner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. And the Rams first down.
go. Get it.
They'll run with Carey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Go. Hawk 70, Hawk. Ready.
Looking to throw. Felton. Well, it's complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw. Felton. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wagner. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Viking, 18.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Go.
Looking to throw. Felton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Bronco 80.
Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Texans nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
keep it on the ground. It's Underwood. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, uno more. Wow, what's that?
Now Stroud. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Sujay. Out. Under. 118. That's it.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there. That means the ball is going to come out to the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Torres. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Back to throw. Felton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ready?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert
Here we go.
on 3rd and 9.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Off play action. Felton. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Wait. 18.
Stroud off the play fake. He's got it to Collins, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Stroud now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18. Hey! 19 Texans.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Hey, no more. Here we go. Let's go.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Third down and 1.
Come on. Hey, check the Eagles.
Looking to throw. Felton. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Ethan Evans now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's returnable now for Smith. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
We'll let this go deep for Collins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Felton. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Up the middle they go. Underwood. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Underwood. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Underwood. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Oh, right. 118. What's that?
On third down, it's Underwood. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All right.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
17, Rams 7.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Underwood. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Hey, south. Over.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
19-18.
Operating from the gun. Felton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Houston. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle they go. It's Underwood.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Hot! Tony! Hey!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
18, let's go.
On second down, they'll run it here. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Robbie. Ow, what's up? 18, what's up?
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
60 Eagles!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
18. Outside.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
On the quick, right?
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. You told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Stroud.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A second field goal here in this third quarter, and his third of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
Tap the 60.
One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Score Texans 23, Rams 13.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Here's Smith now to return.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
On the quick, right? 18. That's it. We speed left, speed left.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have the Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
18. That's it.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right.
Mixing up the middle.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we got them now.
A handoff to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out, the slide, hot. 18. Look the hot, look the hot.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
With career touchdown number 128, he's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score Texans 30, Rams 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Ward. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing now, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Again, it's Ward. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Rams.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Ward off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing is Ward. Pass complete there to Nakua. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Look at my team.
To the air again, Ward. That is caught. And he's going to have the Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Ward.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. 7, Buffalo 18. Ready.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So this one in the win column for the Texans, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Houston, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.